Hi there and welcome back to Torment, Tides of Numenera. We want to look for the peerless infestation again, but now we see that Memovira thug here. What is that about? This dome is our turret now. The Memovira claimed salvage rights. Salvage? We need to preserve that. We don't want them to salvage it. Let's talk them out of it. Who's that guy? A few well-armed thugs are standing around the dome, inspecting the resonance chamber. One of them is examining the connections between the sarcophagus and the other machines. He glances up, and you can see his eyes narrow behind his helmet. I thought Fennec was supposed to keep out the draft. The man looks you up and down. Bad timing, friend. The Memovira claimed salvage rights on this dome. If it was up to me, I'd just tell you to press off. But the boss lady doesn't want any witnesses. Sorry about this. He draws his weapon, and his comrades do the same. This seems like a crisis with weapons, definitely. So it's their turn now. Oh my god. That guy's running in to be flanked. And now Tybir is at it. What can we say? Oh, we have the force. We feint. We could go Sucker Punch. Or issue a challenge. Flexed skill. Sucker Punch seems quite okay on that Memovira thug. 19 damage. 80%. 100%. We could... Yeah, I think it's good to eliminate him quickly.
What a shame.
So who's left there? We have that guy. That guy. That guy. And that guy. He's behind us. Ooh. Still at Tybir. I think Tybir should stay. And we're on it now. Adaptation would probably be good. Let's go for an adaptation. All of our people should be in it.
That's the stuff. All right.
And move away a bit. Cull's teeth there. There's that thug with a hammer or something. Transdimensional onslaught or flash. All enemies inside the radius. If they come nearer, that will be good. But for now, that might be it, or that. Just a basic attack. Strength could give a reasonable amount of damage. 7 damage. The transdimensional onslaught would always hit. Consume nothing and give 8 damage. Well then. We'll wait it out. Rin. What can Rin even do? I'm always doubtful as to what Rin can do. Rin can somehow attack this guy with the imprisoned pulse. We could just attack that guy. With quickness. Give him absolutely no damage because of the armor he has. Mm. 23 damage. I don't know. Could target this guy. Yeah, because he seems very dangerous. Ow! That guy healing himself, or what? What are they do? Ooh. Callie. So that guy, 14. Will we Sucker Punch again? I think we'll Sucker Punch again. Sucker Punch this man out of his existence. How much do we have? 85% or 100? We could do 22 damage. I mean... we really want to hit, so... Could we give him the basic attack? That would give us much more. It would cost us much more. It would cost us a lot of points. Sucker Punch would cost us the same amount of points. Yeah, let's. I mean, there's no choice about that.
No hard feelings.
That's the choice. We've got Tibia, and we'll use it. Ow! My god. Last cast off. We could attack that Memovira thug. We should too. We can give him an onslaught. Maybe something mental against the thug. That would be useful, right? 80%, 100%. Okay.
Already lost.
There we go. That's a critical hit or something. There we go. Calistig. Should attack this guy.
You never saw it coming.
Even a critical hit, really nice, really nice. And Rin, and where's the last one? The one that we don't see. Oh yeah, here of course. Could give him a basic attack. Let's see if that changes anything. That guy will die. That guy. We can take risks with him. Don't have to use the basic attack. Can just use the Sucker Punch.
I hope no one saw that.
Oh my god. Hmm.
Try this out.
There we go.
Without doubt.
Well, he's hobbled now. What can Rin do? We'll try it again. And he's running again and doing nothing. What kind of opponent is that? We'll do a sucker punch where we invest nothing.
Yeah, well, this is embarrassing.
Oh, come on. It's 70%. Would really have hit him.
All right.
Now that's the stuff.
Let's try out chemical.
Already lost.
Never
And there we
better
go.
than I do right now.
Good fight, good night. What a practice. Now let's see what we can get from these guys.
We shall see.
Of course.
Shins, encephalic rush, and a buzzer.
Go.
More shins and a sling charge.
Let's go.
Has anything changed here? Not really.
All right.
Crossbow even. Maybe that's something for
Alright.
Rin.
I'm going.
Have they done anything here?
Yes.
It's only crackling. Have they taken anything? Oh
Alright.
yeah, looks like they have removed the data set. Fleetfoot moss. These people
Go.
don't know what they're messing with. And who? The thug
Of course.
also fled. Something
I'm ready.
here also. Wow, there's so much stuff lying around. I mean, we wanted to go look at Peerless, but
We shall see.
this was a little exhausting.
Of course.
We shall go back. And maybe to Caravanserai. We haven't looked at everything of Caravanserai. So that's where we might just go. Could also go to Salimeri, but she wants us to go to Peerless. So, I don't know. Let's have a look. we should really go over to, first to Cliff's Edge, then to the Caravanserai.
Yes.
And then we'll see. We'll explore more. Who's that?
Ready.
Nice hat. Like some kind of Napoleon. They're running. Have you seen that Dendra or her cultist running here? You okay? You... I smell a feast nearby, don't you? That intoxicated woman or what? Threads, shreds, tendons, bending.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I know, but... at the same time, I don't. Not time for the peerless infestation. It's time for more Caravanserai.
Learning begets doing. Or is it the other way?
Go up here. There are also tourists. Merchants, a Gibra merchant. Looking interesting. I saw you repairing that device earlier. It is good that the city cares for its artifacts. What kind of flag is that? Oh, that looks interesting. What is that? This craft is capable of carrying one person two at most. The interior is richly appointed with satin pillows. The air feels cooler inside. And who are you? Quijano del Toboso. This scrawny old man practically rattles inside dull and dented armor that was clearly made for someone bigger than him. Nonetheless, his eyes burn with a bottomless fire, and his smile as fierce, as it is genuine, flashes beneath his graying thicket of a beard. Another night, he bellows, clapping your shoulders with his gauntleted hands. You barely keep your feet. The man is stronger than he looks. Another hero in search of great adventure. You stand before the wandering knight, Quijano del Toboso. What brings you to the summit of Mount Ithiador? Scantholz, she is armed like a knight, though she carries herself strangely. Why did you call this Mount Ithiador? It's a city, not a mountain, is the researcher saying. A city, he says, his sweat-beaded brow drawing together. Your senses must have deserted you in the ascent. The heat has baked you in your armor. He lays a gentle hand on your shoulder, turning you to the horizon. Do not allow delirium to blind you to your accomplishments, good knight. You have scaled the very heights of Mount Ithiador, the tooth of the world beast. Adventure lies in every shadow below us. Every sparkle of light is a quest, ready for the taking. All right. Maybe this is an interesting case psychologically. What brings you up here? Do you know, he says, that I am not quite sure? My memory is not what it was. I recall kneeling before my family's armor in our estate some time ago. He blinks slowly. Perhaps I was weeping. He smashes his gauntlet against his chest, leaving a sizable dent. I can't recall, and it doesn't matter. For then I heard a thunderous roar, and beheld the great beasts in the skies. I donned my armor, and gave chase. What kind of beast was that? It defied description, he declares, and so I shall describe it to defy impossibility itself. 13 legs, 6 jaws, 1,000 eyes, a glitter with malice and flame, scales the color of clouds. All right, go on. The horrible beast leered down at me, promising destruction. I promised it death, and it fled across the sky. I followed, darting between the trees. He pauses, frowning, and I don't recall much after that. I remember walking, having various adventures along the way, of course, but I cannot quite recall why I came here. Ah, he says, raising a finger, of course. I must have had that frankly brilliant notion of scaling this lonely mountain to better spot the beast from afar. He shakes his head, his wispy beard waggling. Alas, I've seen nothing so far. He's clearly not rational, or living in another dimension. That was an amazing story, thank you. You are most welcome, he says, patting your hand fondly. It is so good to share my tales with a fellow knight. Everyone else raises such peculiar doubts. You said you're looking for a great adventure? Yes, but I feel I must speak plainly, he says, plucking at his beard. Too many people have mistaken me for a common mercenary. I am not interested in entangling myself in local quarrels. I will not hunt a beast that cannot hunt me in return, and if I am to fight, it must be against a foe of such wickedness that the stars themselves would wink out, rather than shine upon a world that could harbor such malevolent creatures. The children of the Endless Gate. Yeah, he could hunt them. I mean, a madman hunting the children of the Endless Gate, what could go wrong? They slaughtered innocents in the underbelly. Will you hunt them down? I've heard of these scoundrels, he says. They leave pools of blood and shredded flesh in their wake. You are right, my friend. This world cannot bear the blight of these villains upon her skin any longer. Simply say the word, and I shall hunt them unto my dying breath. On the other hand, we might be sending him to this death. That is probably not that good. Even it would be an interesting experiment. Maybe we'll find another adventure for him. Foes even greater than those, he says, his eyes wide. Tell me. Let's talk about something else before that. And farewell. I will stand vigil here until you return. Shall we send him out there? I mean, I don't think he has a chance, but maybe he's very good and he has a chance.
Doing begets learning.
We'll
Yes.
return to that later, and we'll look into this in the next episode, maybe. Before we want to explore the Caravanserai. Have a good time until then, and happy gaming.